Every day, people make choices about how they react to others. Every single interaction carries weight, whether we realize it or not. One moment of laughter, one careless response can leave a scar that lasts far longer than the instant it takes to smile or chuckle. Some people never think twice about this. They laugh at mistakes, at struggles, at dreams, at differences, believing it is harmless or entertaining. But intelligent people understand something far more important. They know that respect, patience, and understanding are more valuable than any quick amusement. They know that life is measured not just by what you say, but by how your actions affect the people around you. Being intelligent is not about being the loudest, the fastest, or the cleverest in the room. True intelligence is seen in restraint, in emotional control, in the ability to respond in ways that lift others instead of tearing them down. It is the quiet power of choosing understanding over judgment, empathy over ridicule, and encouragement over mockery. The world is full of people who laugh because it is easy, but the rare, intelligent individual sees the strength in patience. They see the courage in vulnerability. They see potential where others see flaws. In this video, you will learn the 6 specific situations where a wise person refuses to laugh. You will discover how every choice to remain respectful, attentive, and empathetic builds character, strengthens relationships, and even sets the stage for personal success. Every time you choose restraint over reaction, you are investing in your future, your influence, and your legacy. By the end of this, you will understand why avoiding laughter at the wrong moments is not just a small act of courtesy. It is a mark of true intelligence. It is a choice that separates those who leave a positive impact from those who fade into insignificance. You are about to see how restraint, empathy, and awareness can make you stronger, wiser, and more respected in every part of your life. Situation 1, when someone makes a mistake. There is something powerful about the way a person reacts when someone around them makes a mistake. You can learn a lot about someone by watching how they treat people who slip, stumble, or get something wrong. An intelligent person understands that mistakes are a natural part of life, something every human experiences, no matter how skilled or experienced they are. For this reason, someone with real wisdom never turns another person's mistake into a moment of entertainment or humor. There is nothing impressive about laughing at someone who is already embarrassed or unsure of themselves. It does not show strength, confidence, or intelligence. It only exposes insecurity and a lack of maturity. When you see a person mix up their words, drop something, forget a point, or misjudge a situation, you can almost feel the discomfort that rises in them. Their chest tightens a little. Their eyes shift away for a moment. Their voice becomes softer or uneven. It is in those moments that a wise person stays calm, steady, and respectful. Instead of adding pressure to someone already struggling, they maintain a sense of understanding. They know the feeling of being in that person's place because everyone has been there. Every person on this planet has experienced mistakes. They aren't something to laugh at. They're moments that deserve patience. Intelligence is not only about how much someone knows, it is also about how well they understand people. Laughing when someone makes a mistake chips away at trust. It makes the other person feel small, exposed, or judged. Once someone feels that from you, they start to step back emotionally. They speak less freely, share fewer ideas, and stop taking risks around you. Even if they smile on the outside, they will remember how you reacted. A single insensitive moment can leave a long-lasting imprint. A wise person chooses to respond in a way that preserves dignity. They know that encouragement helps people grow, while mockery stops growth. When someone makes a mistake, the intelligent person focuses on what can be learned instead of turning the moment into a joke. They listen without smirking. They help without making the person feel incompetent. Their presence alone makes the environment safer. And when people feel safe around you, they open up, they trust you more, and they respect you deeply. True intelligence has a quiet strength. It doesn't need to laugh at someone's slip-up to feel better. Instead, it focuses on lifting others, guiding them, or simply giving them space to recover from the moment. When someone makes a mistake, they are already aware of it. They already feel the internal discomfort, the heat rising in their face, the quick heartbeat that comes from being caught off guard. Responding with empathy instead of amusement builds character. It shows maturity. It shows that you understand how fragile confidence can be. People remember the ones who stayed calm when they felt embarrassed. They remember the ones who didn't laugh when they messed up. That memory stays in their mind and influences how they see you forever. You become someone they can trust, someone they can talk to without fear of being laughed at, someone they can rely on when life puts them in difficult moments. That kind of reputation is worth more than any temporary laugh. And think about how many opportunities are lost because someone was laughed at when they made a mistake. Many people stop trying new things. Many stop speaking up in meetings. Many avoid certain tasks because they fear being mocked. An intelligent person understands the weight of that fear. They avoid adding to it. Instead, they become someone who helps others break through it. That alone makes them stand out. There's also, when you avoid laughing at someone's mistake, you train yourself to see the world differently. You begin to look at mistakes as normal and useful. Your own mistakes stop frightening you. You no longer feel embarrassed when you slip because you've built the habit of understanding that mistakes are human. This mindset builds self-confidence. You take more action, you grow faster, and you stop living in fear of judgment. When you laugh at someone who makes a mistake, you set a standard for how others should treat you when you make one. But when you respond with understanding, you create a different standard, one based on respect. And respect always circles back. The way you react to people in their vulnerable moments shapes how life will react to you when you fall into your own. An intelligent person avoids laughing in that moment because they value growth over embarrassment, connection over entertainment, and maturity over childish reactions. They understand that human beings are always in the process of learning. Every mistake is a chance to strengthen character. Every mistake is a moment to show what kind of person you are. And someone who understands life deeply will always choose to protect another person's pride because doing so builds strength both in others and in themselves. When someone around you makes a mistake, remember that moment is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to show kindness, to show emotional control, and to show true intelligence. Anyone can laugh. Anyone can poke fun. But it takes a strong, wise, and thoughtful person to stay grounded, respectful, and supportive. That kind of person leaves a mark that lasts far longer than a quick laugh ever will. Situation 2. When someone is struggling to express themselves. There is a very clear sign of emotional strength in the way a person responds when someone struggles to express themselves. Many people underestimate how much courage it takes for someone to speak up, especially when they are unsure of the right words, worried about judgment, or afraid of not sounding smart enough. When a person hesitates, searches for words, repeats themselves, or pauses longer than usual, something real is happening inside them. Their mind is trying to keep up with their emotions. Their thoughts might be running fast, but their voice has trouble keeping pace. In moments like that, the worst thing anyone can do is laugh. It might seem harmless to some, But to the person struggling, that one laugh can feel sharp and unforgettable. An intelligent person understands that communication isn't always smooth. Sometimes the brain is full, sometimes confidence is low, and sometimes emotions are overwhelming. When someone is trying to express themselves, they are opening a part of their inner world. That alone deserves patience. Laughing only shuts the door they were trying to open. You can see it happen instantly. Their voice drops, their eyes look away, their shoulders tense. You can almost feel their thoughts freeze. They start questioning everything. Why they opened their mouth, whether they should continue, whether they sounded foolish. And that feeling lingers even after the conversation ends. A wise person pays attention to that shift. Instead of laughing, they focus on helping the other person feel at ease. They stay silent long enough for the person to find their words. They keep their facial expression calm and steady. They show interest through their eyes and posture. These small signals create safety. They tell the person, take your time. You're not being judged here. Those signals matter more than people realize. Many people feel nervous when they talk because they have been laughed at before. They carry memories of moments where they were mocked, misunderstood, or brushed aside. Every time someone laughs at them, that old wound gets a little deeper. But when they speak to someone who listens patiently, something different starts happening. They begin to feel more confident. Their voice becomes clearer. Their thoughts become smoother. They start trusting themselves again. Patience builds people. Mockery breaks them. When someone struggles to find the right words, it doesn't mean they lack intelligence. It often means they are processing something deeply important. They want to express the truth with accuracy. They care about how their message is received. They care about who they're talking to. An intelligent person recognizes this effort and respects it. They do not confuse smooth talk with wisdom. They know many people who speak flawlessly but say nothing meaningful. And they know many people who take their time but say things that truly matter. When you laugh at someone who is struggling to express themselves, you shut down not only their voice, but also any chance of understanding them. You miss the chance to connect with them on a deeper level. You miss the chance to hear something honest. In contrast, when you respond with patience, you bring out the best in them. You help them share thoughts they might have kept hidden. You create a space where their ideas can grow stronger, clearer, and more useful. Life is full of moments where people need someone who will listen without rushing them. At work, at home, among friends, everyone benefits from someone who is steady and understanding. If you become that kind of person, people will naturally feel drawn to you. They will trust you with their worries, their ideas, their fears, and their goals. And trust is something that can never be bought. It is earned through behavior, especially in vulnerable moments. There's also another layer to this. When you avoid laughing at someone who is struggling to speak, you are training your own self-control. You are building a habit of patience that will help you in your career, relationships, and personal growth. You learn to handle conversations with more clarity. You learn to manage your reactions instead of being controlled by them. This is a trait that separates those who grow in life from those who stay stuck. Think about how many misunderstandings start because someone laughed at the wrong time. Think about how many people shut down emotionally because someone chuckled when they were trying to be sincere. These are avoidable fractures in human connection. They happen because people forget how heavy a single moment of embarrassment can feel. Intelligent people don't create those fractures. They avoid them. They choose empathy over entertainment. They choose understanding over quick humor. They choose respect over carelessness. When someone is struggling to express themselves, an intelligent person remains calm, steady, and supportive. They don't rush the person. They don't interrupt. They don't smile in a way that signals amusement. They give the person the freedom to try again, to continue, to breathe, to collect their thoughts. That expression of patience becomes a gift, a silent reassurance that says, your voice matters here. Every time you do this, you help someone grow. You help them become more confident. You help them believe that they can speak without fear. You help them understand that their thoughts deserve attention. And in return, you build a reputation as someone who understands people deeply. This simple behavior reveals a great deal about who you are. When someone watches you stay quiet, respectful, and patient while another person struggles, they see your character. They see your emotional maturity. They see your intelligence in action. And that kind of intelligence never goes unnoticed. If you want to build strong relationships, if you want people to feel comfortable around you, if you want to be remembered for the right reasons, then guard these moments carefully. When someone struggles to express themselves, avoid laughing. Give them space. Give them respect. Give them time. Those small choices will shape the way people see you for the rest of your life. Situation 3. When someone shares their goals or dreams. There is a quiet moment that reveals more about a person's character than hours of conversation, and that moment is when someone shares their goals or dreams. These are the thoughts people usually keep close to their heart. In bars, they think about them late at night when the world is quiet. They imagine what their life could become if they worked hard enough. Sharing a dream is not a small thing. It takes courage because it exposes a part of a person that they do not show to everyone. When someone opens up about a goal, they are showing trust. They are giving you a window into their hopes, their ambitions, and their deepest desires for their future. Laughing at that moment is one of the fastest ways to crush a person's spirit. An intelligent person understands how delicate that moment is. They know that someone's dream is not meant to be entertainment. It is not meant to be taken lightly. It is not meant to be compared to anyone else's life. When someone speaks with excitement or hope in their voice, when their eyes brighten because they finally feel brave enough to say what they want, that moment, laughing at a dream, instantly turns hope into doubt. You can almost see the shift happen. Shoulders fall. Eyes lose their shine. Words stop mid-sentence. The person begins to question if their dream is too big, too unrealistic, or too strange. That doubt didn't exist until someone placed it there. Many great ideas never grow because they were laughed at in their early stages. History is full of people who were mocked before they succeeded. But you do not need history to understand this. You might have felt it yourself. You might remember a moment when you shared something important, and someone laughed as if your thoughts had no weight. That moment stays in your memory. It affects the choices you make later. This is why someone with emotional intelligence refuses to make another person feel that way. When someone shares their goals, the wise person pays close attention. They listen with sincerity. They ask questions that show interest. They take the other person seriously. Even if the goal sounds far away, unusual, or challenging, they respect the courage it takes to speak it out loud. They understand that every goal begins as an idea that only one person can see clearly at first. Just because others cannot see it does not mean it lacks value. Laughing at a dream does not make you smarter or stronger. It only shows that you don't understand how life works. Every successful person was once an ordinary person with an idea. Every expert was once a beginner who knew nothing. Every breakthrough started as something small and private. The intelligent person knows this and responds with encouragement instead of sarcasm. Someone sharing a dream with you is offering you trust, and trust is fragile. When you laugh at someone's dream, you damage something that may never fully repair. They may never open up to you again. They may choose to hide their goals, their thoughts, and even feelings, because the fear of being laughed at becomes bigger than the desire to express themselves. But when you treat their dream with respect, they feel seen, they feel understood, they feel supported. That support becomes fuel. There's also a deeper truth here. People who laugh at the dreams of others often do so because they have abandoned their own dreams. They no longer believe in possibility, so they mock anyone who still does. But someone with real intelligence celebrates ambition in others. They admire the person who has the courage to dream. They know that dreaming is a sign of life. It means the person still believes in progress, growth, and the future. When someone talks about their goals, listen to the tone of their voice. Notice how they lean forward slightly, how their eyes move with excitement, how their hands gesture without them even realizing it. That is someone imagining a better version of their life. That is someone trying to reach beyond what they already know. Laughing at that moment does not just bruise their confidence, it bruises their future. A wise person protects other people's dreams, even if they don't fully understand them. They know they are not meant to judge the dream, but to respect the courage it took to share it. Encouragement costs nothing, but it can change everything. A simple supportive reaction can keep someone moving. It can push them to take action, to keep believing, and to keep trying. There will always be people who laugh because laughing is easy. It requires no responsibility, no understanding, no empathy. But there are also people who choose to be thoughtful. They choose to listen. They choose to support. These people build stronger relationships, attract trust, and earn respect without ever asking for it. People remember who made them feel embarrassed, but they also remember who made them feel safe enough to dream. If someone ever shares a goal with you, no matter how simple, unfamiliar, or ambitious it sounds, you have a choice. You can be the person who damages their confidence, or you can be the person who strengthens it. You can be the person who pushes them away from their dreams, or you can be the person who inspires them to keep going. An intelligent person knows which choice leads to a better life. When you avoid laughing at someone's dreams, you show maturity, emotional awareness, and depth. You show that you understand the importance of hope. You show that you don't fear ambition, you encourage it. And in time, you become someone others trust with their most important thoughts. That is what true intelligence looks like in action. Situation 4. When someone is going through hardship. My friend, there comes a point in every person's life when you realize this simple truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your boss, not your friends, not your family, not the government, not even your closest circle. People can guide you, they can advise you, they can show you a path, but they cannot walk it for you. And that's why taking ownership of your hours, your habits, and your direction becomes one of the most freeing choices you will ever make. Most people wait. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect moment. They wait for someone to push them, someone to believe in them, someone to give them a chance. And while they are waiting, the clock keeps ticking. Time does not stop. Life does not pause. Opportunities do not wait in line for you to be ready. But the moment you say, I'm responsible for how my life turns out, everything changes. You stop negotiating with your excuses. You stop blaming people who can't solve your problems anyway. You stop complaining about circumstances that won't fix themselves. Instead, you move, you adjust, you plan. You look at your hours and you say, these are mine, I own them, I decide what they become. And that is the moment you rise above the average. Because the 97%, they don't own anything. Not their morning, not their focus, not their habits, not their future. They're always reacting, always responding, always following someone else's direction. But you start acting, you start initiating, you start leading your own life instead of waiting on someone to lead it for you. When you take responsibility, you gain power. Power over your decisions, power over your direction, power over your growth. And with enough days of responsibility stacked on top of each other, you start to feel a new kind of confidence, one that doesn't need praise, approval, permission. Confidence that builds leaders. That's the confidence that builds wealth. That's the confidence that builds a future. Because when you take control of your hours, you take control of your life. And when you take control of your life, nobody, absolutely nobody, can stop you from becoming the person you were designed to be. Situation 5, when someone fails while trying. There is a lesson in every small daily action, a power hidden in the choices that most people overlook. The truth is, big results do not come from grand gestures or sudden strokes of luck. They come from the accumulation of small, consistent efforts repeated day after day. Every hour you spend on purposeful work, every decision you make to focus rather than drift, every commitment you honor, even in ways that seem insignificant at the dot-rot moment, these are the seeds that grow into massive results over time. The intelligent person understands that the process is more important than instant recognition, more important than immediate applause. When people look at someone who has achieved remarkable success, they often imagine talent, luck, or opportunity as the driving forces. In reality, it is the steady, intentional actions performed over years that separate the extraordinary from the average. Every morning spent reading, learning, planning, and acting adds up. Every hour dedicated to improving your skill, strengthening your mind, or building your character compounds into something tangible. The 97% waste these hours, distracted by trivial matters or endless entertainment. The 3% protect them fiercely because they understand that time is their most valuable asset. Consistency is the bridge between goals and results. Small actions, repeated consistently, build habits that eventually define your life. 1 hour spent every day learning a new skill may feel minor in the moment, but after months, that skill becomes a source of opportunity and income. 1 hour dedicated to health, to exercise, or to self-discipline may seem trivial now, yet over time, it transforms into energy, endurance, and resilience that most people lack. These daily investments are not glamorous, but they are the foundation of real, lasting success. There is also a psychological element to repeated, disciplined action. Every small task you complete reinforces a sense of competence and capability. You begin to trust yourself. You realize that you can rely on your own effort to produce results. That confidence fuels more action. That confidence shields you from the paralyzing fear of failure that stops so many people from starting in the first place. Every small step builds momentum, and momentum compounds faster than any single act ever could. The intelligent person does not wait for the perfect time or the perfect circumstance. They do not delay action because conditions are right or because they feel ready. They act consistently, even when progress is slow or unseen. They understand that every hour counts, that every small action matters, and that life is the sum of all these repeated choices. Opportunities often disguise themselves as mundane tasks, as routines, as seemingly small actions that appear to have little consequence. Those who recognize and act on these moments consistently are the ones who eventually achieve results far beyond the average. Turning small daily actions into long-term success requires focus. Distractions are everywhere. Social media, entertainment, idle chatter, and endless busyness disguised as productivity. Protecting your attention is as important as performing the actions themselves. Every hour you lose to distraction is an hour that cannot be recovered. The intelligent person guards their time, prioritizes the activities that align with their goals, and executes with purpose. They understand that discipline today ensures freedom tomorrow. There is also the matter of patience. Small actions rarely produce instant gratification, and that is why most people abandon them. But intelligent individuals understand that the power of compounding applies not only to money, but to effort, skill, and habits. The result of years of daily action is often invisible until it suddenly becomes undeniable. That is the beauty of consistency, the quiet work that eventually creates massive impact. Another critical point is that small actions are flexible. They can adapt to circumstances, scale up as capability grows, and integrate seamlessly into daily life. Reading 15 minutes a day leads to knowledge that opens doors. Writing a few sentences a day improves communication skills that impress others. Saving a small portion of income regularly builds wealth without stress. Each action seems small alone, but together they shape your identity, your abilities, and your outcomes. The intelligent person focuses on actions that align with their long-term vision. They plan their days intentionally, understanding that each hour is a building block. They measure progress not by immediate results, but by consistency. They value improvement over perfection, persistence over flair, and effort over recognition. That mindset produces results that are both substantial and lasting. Finally, transforming small daily actions into massive results is not just about productivity. It is about becoming a person who can be trusted with responsibility, opportunities, and leadership. It is about developing the patience, resilience, and discipline that allow you to navigate challenges without being derailed. It is about understanding that your life is not determined by a single moment, a single decision, or a single lucky break, but by the accumulation of deliberate choices made consistently, hour by hour, day by day. Every small step matters. Every hour you commit to growth matters. Every action taken with purpose compounds into results that most people never imagined possible. Protect your time. Focus on meaningful actions. Repeat them relentlessly. Over the months and years, those hours and actions transform your life. The future you want is built in the small steps you take today, and it is built consistently, patiently, and intentionally. Every hour counts. Every action matters, and the long-term results will speak louder than words ever could. Situation 6, when someone is different, standing out from the crowd, or approaching life in a way that is unfamiliar, many people react with laughter, judgment, or ridicule. But intelligent individuals they understand that being different is not a weakness. It is a sign of individuality, creativity, and potential. Society has conditioned people to fear what is unusual or unknown. It is easy to mock what does not conform because laughter requires no effort, no understanding, and no responsibility. Yet, laughing at someone for being different is a choice that reveals more about your character than theirs. Being different is often the first sign that a person will achieve something remarkable. They do not follow trends blindly. They do not settle for mediocrity. They question, explore, and challenge the conventional way of doing things. That is exactly why society is often quick to react negatively. They feel uncomfortable when someone breaks the mold. An intelligent person recognizes this discomfort not as a reason to laugh, but as a signal that they are observing potential greatness in motion. It is important to notice the courage it takes for someone to live differently. Every time someone chooses a path others do not understand, they risk criticism, isolation, and misunderstanding. They face eyes full of judgment and whispers meant to diminish them. Laughter in those moments is not harmless. It can be devastating. It reinforces the fear of standing out and pressures them to conform, to hide their uniqueness, and to abandon their personal growth. The intelligent person avoids contributing to that harm because they value the power of individuality and understand its role in shaping the future. Being different often requires persistence, resilience, and vision. These traits are not easily visible at first glance. A person may appear strange, unconventional, or awkward simply because they are not following the well-trodden path. But underneath that appearance is discipline, strategy, and determination. Laughing at their differences ignores the hard work they are doing internally, the risks they are taking, and the dreams they are striving to achieve. It trivializes effort and diminishes the significance of courage. An intelligent person does not need to fully understand why someone is different to respect it. Respect does not come from agreement or approval. It comes from acknowledgement of effort, individuality, and intention. Every human is on their own journey. Some take steps that are unusual, but those steps often lead to innovation, discovery, and breakthroughs that change lives. To mock someone for their difference is to reject the possibility of witnessing greatness unfold. There is also a personal benefit in refraining from laughter when someone is different. Observing without judgment teaches empathy, patience, and perspective. It allows you to see the world through other lenses. It expands your understanding and strengthens your ability to connect with people of all types. Those who embrace differences gain insight, build meaningful relationships, and become leaders capable of seeing potential where others see risk or strangeness. Intelligent individuals understand that innovation and progress rely on difference. History is filled with examples of people who were laughed at because they were different. People who thought, acted, or lived in ways others could not comprehend. Their differences became their greatest strengths. Their vision changed industries, societies, and the world. Laughter could not stop them because they had resilience and self-belief, qualities that intelligent people recognize and respect. When someone behaves differently or expresses ideas that defy the norm, it is an opportunity to observe, learn, and even be inspired. Instead of laughing, the intelligent person engages with curiosity and thoughtfulness. They ask questions, listen deeply, and consider new perspectives. They understand that what appears different today may be the blueprint for tomorrow's success. In doing so, they cultivate a mindset that not only respects others, but also enriches their own understanding of life and possibility. Avoiding laughter in these moments is not about suppressing humor or denying amusement. It is about choosing where to place your energy, your judgment, and your influence. Every reaction you have contributes to the environment around you. By responding with respect instead of ridicule, you create a space where creativity, courage, and authenticity can flourish. That space is where leaders, innovators, and visionaries are born. When someone is different, the intelligent person observes and appreciates the effort it takes to remain authentic. They recognize that living differently is an act of courage that demands more strength than following the crowd. They choose understanding over criticism, curiosity over mockery, and respect over ridicule. These choices build character, strengthen relationships, and foster trust. In life, people remember those who supported their uniqueness and those who laughed at it. The intelligent person is always on the side that empowers, encourages, and protects individuality. They know that the people who stand out often become the most influential. They know that respecting difference today can lead to witnessing extraordinary growth tomorrow. And most importantly, they understand that every human being has value beyond conformity, and that laughter should never be used to diminish someone for simply being themselves. Being intelligent is not just about knowledge or strategy, it is about character, empathy, and awareness. Avoiding laughter when someone is different is a reflection of true intelligence. It shows that you are capable of seeing beyond surface appearances. It shows that you honor courage, effort, and authenticity. It shows that you understand that the world moves forward because some people are willing to stand out, even when others cannot see the path they are creating. Respecting difference is a choice. And it is one of the most powerful decisions you can make. By making that choice consistently, you become a person who inspires trust, encourages growth, and leaves a lasting, positive impact on the people around you. This is the kind of intelligence that transforms relationships, builds strong networks, and opens doors that laughter could only ever close.